What if one of the most underrated vegetables in America was quietly helping people protect their hearts, support healthy aging, improve digestion, and even maintain a healthier weight, all while costing less than a cup of coffee? Most people walk right past it in the grocery store. Some see it as nothing more than a side dish. Others barely notice it sitting between the cucumbers and squash. But what if this humble green vegetable is actually hiding one of nature's most impressive nutritional profiles? And what if adding it to your meals more often could support your health in ways you never expected?
Today, we are uncovering the fascinating science, surprising history, and remarkable health benefits of zucchini. By the end of this video, you'll understand why nutrition experts, healthy aging advocates, and wellness enthusiasts are paying more attention to this simple vegetable than ever before. And one particular benefit near the end may completely change how you look at zucchini forever. So stay with us. Because sometimes the foods that help us the most are the ones we've overlooked for years. In a world filled with expensive supplements, trendy diets, and miracle health claims, many people are searching for something simpler, something natural, something sustainable.
The truth is, some of the most powerful foods for long-term wellness aren't exotic superfoods shipped halfway around the world. They're often growing in local gardens, available at every supermarket, and affordable for nearly everyone. Zucchini is one of those foods. Low in calories, rich in nutrients, versatile enough to fit into almost any meal. Yet despite its simplicity, researchers continue discovering ways it may support overall health and healthy aging. Today we'll explore why zucchini is surprisingly good for your heart, how it may support healthy blood sugar levels, what makes it beneficial for digestion, its role in healthy weight management, and several lesser-known benefits that many people have never heard about. But before we get into the science, let's travel back in time and discover where this remarkable vegetable came from. Many people assume zucchini originated in Italy. After all, the word zucchini itself comes from the Italian language. But the story is much more fascinating than that. The ancestors of modern zucchini actually trace back thousands of years to Central and South America. Ancient civilizations cultivated squash long before modern nations even existed. Over generations, different varieties spread across continents. Eventually, Italian farmers developed the zucchini we recognize today. In fact, the modern green zucchini became especially popular in Italy during the 19th century. From there, it gradually spread throughout Europe and eventually North America. Today, zucchini is enjoyed around the world, from Mediterranean kitchens to American backyard gardens. And there's an interesting reason it became so popular. It grows quickly, produces abundant harvests, and adapts well to different climates. Nature designed zucchini to be generous. One plant can produce an impressive amount of food throughout a growing season. But here's what makes this history even more interesting. Long before scientists analyzed nutrients in laboratories, people continued growing and eating zucchini generation after generation. Why? Because they intuitively recognized something valuable. It was nourishing, easy to digest, and helped create satisfying meals. Modern science is now helping explain why. And what researchers have discovered is surprisingly impressive. Let's begin with one of the most important areas of wellness: heart health. Heart disease remains one of the leading health concerns in America, which is why many experts encourage focusing on foods that support cardiovascular wellness. Zucchini contains several nutrients that may help. One of them is potassium. Potassium helps balance sodium levels in the body. And maintaining a healthy balance between these minerals is important for healthy blood pressure. Many Americans consume significantly more sodium than recommended, but fewer potassium-rich foods. Adding vegetables like zucchini can help improve that balance. Zucchini also contains antioxidants.
These compounds help protect cells from oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress as a form of wear and tear that accumulates over time. Reducing that burden may support long-term cardiovascular health. Perhaps most importantly, zucchini naturally fits into heart-conscious eating patterns. It's low in calories, contains no cholesterol, and can replace less nutritious ingredients in many meals. Small changes repeated consistently often create the biggest long-term results, and zucchini makes those small changes surprisingly easy. But heart health is only the beginning. The next benefit may be even more important for people concerned about aging. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to age more gracefully than others? While genetics certainly play a role, lifestyle choices matter tremendously, especially nutrition. One of the biggest contributors to aging is oxidative stress. Over time, unstable molecules called free radicals can contribute to cellular damage. This process is a natural part of life, but certain foods contain compounds that help the body defend itself. Zucchini contains several antioxidant nutrients, including vitamin C and carotenoids. These compounds help support the body's natural defense systems. Think of antioxidants as like maintenance workers. They don't stop time, but they help the body manage everyday wear and tear. What's particularly interesting is that zucchini contains lutein and zeaxanthin. These plant compounds are often associated with eye health, but researchers are also exploring their broader role in healthy aging. The goal isn't simply living longer, it's maintaining quality of life, staying active, staying independent, continuing to enjoy the activities you love. And while no single food can guarantee that outcome, building meals around nutrient-rich vegetables is one of the most evidence-supported strategies available. Here's something many people don't realize. Healthy aging doesn't begin at age 70, or 60, or even 50. It begins much earlier. The choices we make today often influence how we feel years from now, which makes every meal an investment in our future selves. And speaking of the future, the next benefit may surprise anyone struggling with digestive issues. If your digestive system isn't functioning well, it can affect nearly every aspect of your life. Energy levels, mood, comfort, even sleep quality. This is where zucchini offers another impressive advantage. Zucchini contains both water and dietary fiber, and this combination is incredibly important. Water helps keep things moving through the digestive tract. Fiber supports digestive regularity and overall gut health. Many people focus only on fiber, but hydration matters just as much. Zucchini naturally provides both. Another benefit is its gentle nature. Unlike some foods that may feel heavy or difficult to digest, zucchini is often well tolerated by many people. This makes it a popular choice in balanced eating plans. Imagine your digestive system as a busy highway. Fiber helps keep traffic flowing smoothly. Without enough fiber, congestion can occur, and over time, that can lead to discomfort. Adding more vegetables like zucchini is one simple way many people increase their daily fiber intake without making dramatic dietary changes. But digestion isn't the only system that benefits. In the next section, we'll explore something that affects millions of Americans every day: blood sugar. And the relationship between zucchini and metabolic health is more fascinating than most people realize. What if one of the simplest ways to build a more blood sugar-friendly meal wasn't adding something, but replacing something? Millions of Americans are becoming increasingly aware of the importance of maintaining healthy blood sugar levels. Even people who don't have diabetes are paying attention. Because stable blood sugar often means more consistent energy, fewer cravings, and better overall wellness. This is where zucchini becomes surprisingly useful. Zucchini is naturally low in carbohydrates compared to many common side dishes. It also contains fiber, which helps slow digestion. When meals digest more slowly, blood sugar tends to rise more gradually.
That's important because rapid spikes and crashes can leave people feeling tired, hungry, and irritable. One reason zucchini noodles became so popular is that they allow people to replace a portion of refined carbohydrates with nutrient-rich vegetables. It's not about eliminating foods you enjoy, it's about creating balance. Imagine eating a meal that leaves you feeling satisfied for hours rather than searching for another snack shortly afterward. Small choices like adding zucchini can help support that goal. And here's something fascinating. Many people report that when they start filling more of their plate with vegetables, they naturally begin eating fewer highly processed foods, without forcing themselves, without strict dieting, without feeling deprived. Sometimes, better health starts with addition rather than restriction. But if blood sugar affects your energy, the next benefit may explain why so many wellness experts recommend zucchini. Let's talk about something that affects millions of people: weight management. Not from the perspective of crash diets, not from extreme restrictions, but from long-term sustainability. One of the biggest challenges people face isn't losing weight, it's maintaining healthy habits consistently. Zucchini offers several advantages here.
First, it's incredibly low in calories. A generous serving provides volume and satisfaction without a large calorie load. Second, its water content helps create a feeling of fullness. Third, its fiber contributes to satiety. In simple terms, zucchini can help meals feel bigger and more satisfying. Think about that for a moment. Many weight loss struggles come from feeling hungry, feeling deprived, feeling like you're constantly fighting cravings. Foods that provide volume and satisfaction can make healthy eating feel easier. Not perfect, but easier. This is one reason zucchini appears in so many healthy eating plans: roasted, grilled, stuffed, spiralized, added to soups,
Mixed into casseroles. Its versatility makes consistency easier. And consistency is often more important than perfection. But weight isn't the only thing influenced by what we eat. The organ consuming nearly 20% of your body's energy may benefit too: your brain. What if protecting your brain begins long before memory problems ever appear? Researchers continue discovering connections between nutrition and cognitive health. While no food can guarantee perfect memory, certain dietary patterns appear beneficial for long-term brain wellness. Zucchini contributes several nutrients that support these patterns. Among them are antioxidants. These compounds help combat oxidative stress throughout the body, including the brain. Remember those carotenoids we mentioned earlier? Lutein and zeaxanthin have gained increasing attention among researchers. Some studies suggest they may play roles beyond eye health. The brain is one of the most metabolically active organs in the body. It works constantly, day and night. Every thought, every memory, every decision. Maintaining healthy circulation and nutrient intake supports its demanding workload. What's especially interesting is that many of the foods associated with brain-friendly eating patterns share common characteristics. They're colorful, plant-based, rich in nutrients, and minimally processed. Zucchini fits perfectly into that picture. And while scientists continue studying the details, one thing remains clear: taking care of your brain starts decades before you notice any changes. The future version of yourself may thank you for the choices you're making today. But speaking of things you notice immediately, let's talk about energy. Have you ever experienced that afternoon crash? The moment when your motivation disappears, your focus fades, and coffee suddenly feels like a necessity. Many factors influence energy levels: sleep, stress, physical activity, hydration, nutrition. Zucchini supports energy in several indirect ways. Its water content contributes to hydration, and even mild dehydration can affect how energized we feel. Its nutrient profile helps support normal metabolic processes.
And because zucchini works well in balanced meals, it can help reduce reliance on highly processed foods that sometimes contribute to energy fluctuations. Perhaps the biggest energy advantage is what zucchini doesn't contain. It doesn't create the dramatic sugar spikes associated with many processed snacks. Instead, it fits naturally into meals that promote steadier energy throughout the day. Imagine your energy like a campfire. Would you rather continuously add quality wood or constantly throw paper into the flames? One burns steadily, the other burns fast and disappears. Your body often responds similarly, and the next benefit may be one of the most visible of all.
Because it affects something everyone sees in the mirror.
People spend billions of dollars every year searching for healthier-looking skin, creams, serums, treatments. And while skincare products have their place, many experts agree that healthy skin starts from within. Zucchini contains vitamin C, a nutrient involved in collagen production. Collagen helps support skin structure and elasticity. It also contains antioxidants that help protect against everyday environmental stressors. But perhaps the most overlooked skin benefit is hydration, because zucchini is made up of approximately 90% water, and hydration plays an important role in overall skin appearance. Think of your skin, alayhi salam, a reflection of what's happening inside your body. Nutrition, hydration, sleep, stress management. All of these factors contribute. No vegetable can stop aging, but supporting your body with nutrient-rich foods may help you age more gracefully. And coming up next, we'll discuss why zucchini may be one of the most underrated foods for supporting your immune system, protecting your eyes, and promoting long-term vitality. Some of the most surprising benefits are still ahead. What if supporting your immune system didn't require expensive supplements? What if some of the best support came from everyday foods already available at your local grocery store? Your immune system works around the clock, every second, every minute, every day of your life, even while you're sleeping. It's constantly identifying threats, repairing damage, and helping maintain balance throughout the body. To perform these tasks effectively, it requires nutrients. And that's where zucchini quietly contributes. Zucchini contains vitamin C, which plays an important role in immune function. While it may not contain as much vitamin C as citrus fruits, every source contributes toward your overall nutritional picture.
Think of immunity like building a house. No single brick creates the entire structure, but each brick matters. Likewise, no single food creates a strong immune system, but consistent healthy choices help build a stronger foundation. What's remarkable is that many of the world's healthiest populations don't rely on miracle foods. Instead, they regularly eat a variety of vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole foods. Simple habits, repeated consistently. The power isn't in perfection, it's in persistence. And speaking of long-term health, the next benefit affects one of the senses people fear losing most: their vision.
Imagine being able to enjoy every sunrise, every grandchild's smile, every beautiful moment.
One reason eye health experts emphasize vegetables is because healthy vision depends on much more than simply wearing glasses. Nutrition matters, blood circulation matters, lifestyle matters. Many people wait until problems arise before thinking about eye health, but the best time to support your eyes is long before issues develop, because prevention is often easier than correction. And there's another area where prevention may be especially important: your bones. When people think about aging, they often focus on wrinkles, but one of the most important aspects of aging happens beneath the surface: bone health. Strong bones help support mobility, independence, and quality of life.
Zucchini contains several nutrients involved in healthy bones, including magnesium and vitamin K. While it's not a replacement for other bone-supportive foods, it contributes to an overall healthy dietary pattern.
Think about what healthy aging really means. It's not simply adding years to life, it's adding life to years. Being able to walk comfortably, travel, play with grandchildren, enjoy hobbies, remain active. Every healthy choice contributes to that larger goal. And one of the biggest surprises about zucchini is how many different body systems it can support simultaneously. Which brings us to something millions of Americans struggle with every night: sleep. Sleep affects nearly every aspect of health: energy, mood, weight management, memory, immune function. And yet many people struggle to get enough quality rest. Can zucchini magically fix sleep problems? No. But it may support habits that contribute to better sleep. Here's why. Heavy, highly processed meals late at night can sometimes leave people feeling uncomfortable, overly full, or restless. Lighter vegetable-rich dinners often feel easier on digestion. Zucchini is frequently included in evening meals because it's satisfying without being overly heavy. It also contains magnesium, a mineral involved in hundreds of processes throughout the body, including those related to relaxation and normal nervous system function. Again, we're not talking about miracles. We're talking about creating an environment that supports healthy sleep. Sometimes the biggest improvements come from multiple small habits working together: a healthy dinner, regular exercise, consistent sleep schedules, stress management, and nutritious foods like zucchini. But there's another hidden benefit that's becoming increasingly important in modern life: inflammation. Inflammation isn't always bad. In fact, it's a normal part of healing. The challenge occurs when the body experiences ongoing stress from poor lifestyle habits, lack of sleep, highly processed diets, chronic stress, physical inactivity. These factors can influence inflammatory processes throughout the body. Vegetables rich in antioxidants, and hydration supports overall wellness. Think of your body like a car. Regular maintenance helps prevent bigger problems down the road. Healthy eating is part of that maintenance. Not glamorous, not flashy, but incredibly important. And now, let's move beyond nutrients and science, because sometimes the most powerful lessons come from real people, real experiences, real transformations. Meet Susan, a fictional example inspired by stories commonly shared by people pursuing healthier lifestyles. At age 58, Susan wasn't looking for a miracle. She simply wanted more energy. Her doctor encouraged her to eat more vegetables and reduce highly processed foods. Instead of making drastic changes, she started adding zucchini to several meals each week: soups, roasted vegetables, healthy casseroles. Within a few months, Susan felt more satisfied after meals and found it easier to maintain healthier eating habits. The lesson? Sometimes sustainable changes outperform dramatic ones. Then there's Robert, a retired teacher who decided to grow zucchini in his backyard garden. What began alayhi salam turned into a healthier lifestyle. He became more active, cooked more meals at home, and started eating a wider variety of vegetables. The zucchini wasn't the entire reason for his improved wellness. It became part of a larger pattern of healthier choices. And that's an important lesson. No single food changes your life, but one healthy choice often leads to another, and another, and another. In the next section, we'll uncover some of the biggest myths surrounding zucchini, the mistakes people commonly make when preparing it, and the surprisingly simple techniques that maximize both flavor and nutrition. Some of those answers may completely change how you use zucchini in your kitchen. Now that we've explored many of zucchini's impressive health benefits, it's time to separate fact from fiction. Because surprisingly, several myths continue to follow this humble vegetable, and some of them prevent people from fully appreciating its value. Let's start with the biggest myth. Myth number 1. Zucchini has no nutritional value because it's mostly water. At first glance, this sounds reasonable. After all, zucchini contains a high percentage of water. But here's what many people miss. Water-rich foods often deliver nutrients efficiently while remaining low in calories. In fact, many highly respected healthy foods contain significant amounts of water. Hydration itself is a health benefit, so being water-rich isn't a weakness, it's actually one of zucchini's strengths. Marketing has convinced many people that health must be expensive. Exotic powders, rare berries, premium supplements. Yet some of the healthiest dietary patterns in the world rely heavily on simple vegetables, affordable foods, traditional ingredients, foods that families have eaten for generations. Zucchini fits perfectly into that category. Anyone who has enjoyed grilled zucchini with herbs, roasted zucchini with olive oil, or zucchini incorporated into a delicious homemade meal already knows this myth isn't true. The secret often lies in preparation, which brings us to our next section.
Because many people accidentally reduce the enjoyment of zucchini without realizing it. Have you ever tried a vegetable once, didn't enjoy it, and never gave it another chance? Many people have done exactly that with zucchini. Not because zucchini was the problem, but because of how it was prepared. One common mistake is overcooking. When zucchini cooks too long, it can become excessively soft and watery. The texture changes dramatically, and much of its fresh appeal disappears. Another mistake is failing to season it properly. Like many vegetables, zucchini acts almost like a canvas. It absorbs flavors beautifully. Garlic, herbs, lemon, black pepper, olive oil. These simple ingredients can transform the experience. A third mistake is relying on only one preparation method. Many people have never tried grilled zucchini, air-fried zucchini, stuffed zucchini, zucchini noodles, or roasted zucchini. Each preparation creates a completely different experience. And perhaps the biggest mistake of all? Assuming healthy eating has to be complicated. Sometimes the healthiest foods are also the simplest. If you're wondering how to get more zucchini into your diet, here are some of the easiest and most enjoyable options. First, roasted zucchini. Simply toss zucchini slices with olive oil and herbs. Roast until lightly golden. Simple, delicious, and beginner-friendly. Second, grilled zucchini. Perfect for summer. The grill adds flavor while maintaining texture. Third, zucchini noodles, popularly called zoodles. These can replace part of a traditional pasta serving and add more vegetables to the meal. Fourth, soups and stews. Zucchini blends naturally into many comfort foods. And fifth, omelets and breakfast dishes. Many people never consider zucchini at breakfast, but it works surprisingly well. The best approach isn't finding the perfect recipe. It's finding the recipe you'll actually make consistently. Because consistency beats perfection every time. Want to make zucchini even more useful? Pair it with other nutritious foods. For example, zucchini and olive oil, since some nutrients are better absorbed alongside dietary fats. Zucchini and salmon. A combination of vegetables and omega-3 rich fish creates a balanced meal. Zucchini and eggs. Simple, affordable, protein-rich, and satisfying. Zucchini and colorful vegetables. The more variety on your plate, the wider range of nutrients you consume. Think of nutrition like building a team. Different foods bring different strengths, and together, they often perform better than any one food alone. One question people often ask is, when should I eat zucchini? The answer may surprise you. There is no perfect time, because zucchini works almost any time. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, even healthy snacks. The real goal isn't timing, it's frequency, building a habit of regularly including vegetables in your meals. A healthy food only helps if you actually eat it,
and zucchini makes that easier because of its flexibility.
Consider Jennifer, a busy working mother. She struggled to eat enough vegetables because healthy cooking felt overwhelming. Then she discovered roasted zucchini. Quick to prepare, easy to customize, family-friendly. Over time, one simple habit led to another. More home cooking, more vegetables, fewer processed meals. Not because she forced herself, because healthy choices became easier. Another example is Linda and Mark, a retired couple who began gardening after retirement. Zucchini quickly became one of their favorite crops. Growing their own food encouraged healthier eating habits, more outdoor activity, more cooking, more appreciation for fresh ingredients.
Sometimes health improvements begin with something simple, planting a seed. Then there's Michael, who started replacing part of his lunchtime pasta with zucchini noodles. Not to follow a trend, not to chase a fad, simply to increase vegetable intake. Months later, he found healthy eating felt more manageable. And that's often the secret. Small improvements, repeated consistently, over time. Today we've discovered that zucchini may support heart health, healthy aging, digestion, blood sugar management, weight control, brain function, energy levels, skin health, immune support, eye health, bone health, better sleep habits, and overall wellness.
Not because it's magic, not because it's a miracle, but because it provides valuable nutrition in a simple, accessible package. Sometimes the most powerful health choices aren't dramatic. They're consistent, and often surprisingly ordinary.
As we grow older, many of us begin asking a different question. Not how long will I live, but how well will I live? Will we have the energy to enjoy life's moments, the strength to stay active, the health to continue doing what we love? The answer is rarely found in one dramatic decision. It's usually found in thousands of small choices. One meal, one walk, one healthy habit at a time. And perhaps that's the real lesson of zucchini. Not that one vegetable can transform your life, but that extraordinary health is often built from ordinary choices, day after day, year after year. Because longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden power of zucchini, let us know in the comments. How do you like to eat zucchini? And if you learned something new today, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and join us for more fascinating discoveries about the foods that may help us live healthier, longer, and happier lives. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.